welcome to another Flips and Folds on a Sunday at dolallycrafts. This is the card we're making today. As you can see, it's a lovely card that anybody would be pleased to receive, and it's using I can't remember the name of I'll put it down below, the name of the paper bundle. But it's from using the Abstract Impressions photopolymer stamp set, and I think that's what it, Abstract Garden or something, Garden Impressions. Oh, I can't remember. As I said, it'll be in the link below. This is the set we're using today. There's no matching dies for this set, so everything will be fussy cut. I'll fast forward through those pieces. Anyway, I've got a lot of it already pre-assembled. As usual, all the sizings and everything can be found on my blog, because there's a lot of layers in this set. Anyway, let's get on with it. Now, I did realise while setting up for this video, I need a lot more blocks than I already have if I'm going to use this stamp set a lot, because I'll bring the stamps in. As you can see, I've had to double them all. Not the sentiment, but all of the other blocks have been doubled up. So yeah, I'm going to have to change a few things around. Now, the colours we're using today are So Saffron, Mango Melody, Blueberry Bushel, Call Me Clover, and Mint Macaron. Sorry, I thought I had everything set up, but as usual I don't. I'm a bit flustered today because I was hoping to have had this video done and uploaded for 12 o'clock. That didn't happen, and I'm really pushing a rock uphill at the moment to try and get this finished before I'm due to go out and meet with my older kids for a family afternoon. We're all off to see the new Jurassic Park movie. So hubby's off visiting his mother at the moment. Missy, young Miss 14, is finishing off her room because we gave her a new bed yesterday, so she's all set up in there. So yeah, it's been a bit hit and miss today. Okay, enough with the yammering, let's get on. As I said, all of the sizes and everything can be found on my blog. So we'll start off with this card blank, and as you can see, I've already mounted our floral abstract pattern on the back of the mat for this. So I'm going to pop this onto the card to begin with. And there's an 1/8 of an inch border all the way around that. And I've also got another mat with a half size of the same layering for the very front of the card. And once again, another 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. Now, I don't think I've got anything, no, I haven't got anything on the inside of that. So we'll get the borders done first, then we'll do the stamping. Now, this is going to go onto the front of our Mint Macaron card. So, some more fast fuse. I'm using what's left of my fast fuse while I've still got it. So if you haven't got it, you can use tear and tape or snail. But I would use tear and tape since you're using a lot of cardstock as well as papers. Now we find the centre of this layer, which is there, and then that will fold over like so, and it's still got an even border the whole way around. Okay, now if we open this piece up, I already have the sentiment panel mounted, so we will pop that in place. Not the sentiment panel, this is where you can write your message. Okay, now the other piece, the other two pieces I don't have done yet, and I've also got an extra white piece which is still sitting in the bag, to do stamping on for the flower at the side and the petals. So I'll move that aside and I will bring in my blueberry bushel, and we will stamp our sentiment so that we can get that mounted on the front. Now it's the smaller piece, so we will just pop that in the centre there, hold it down for a moment for the ink to fully transfer. There we go, absolutely stunning there. I love the blueberry bushel colour. Okay, now we will get rid of the blueberry bushel because there's no more. Oh yes, we've still got the, I didn't mount the thank you. I knew there was something else missing, so that was why the sentiment should have been double mounted. So we will bring that in and we will stamp our thank you at the top of this piece. There we go, it's not too bad. Okay, now I can get rid of the blueberry bushel. I've just noticed I've actually got some of it on my finger. Got to be very careful because I quite often transfer the ink from the ink pad that I've got on the side of my finger onto the papers, so my hands are nice and clean again. Okay, now we're going to bring in the So Saffron and stamp our flowers. So one lot there, and I'm stamping this lot on and off the edge. There we go. And then, while I've got the So Saffron out, I'm going to bring in my extra piece of white and I'm going to stamp the background of the background of our large flower here. There we go. So the So Saffron. Oh, I've got that bit to do too. See, this is what happens when you plan your card a couple of weeks in advance and you don't actually record it as soon as you need it. You don't record it until you need it. You forget what you're supposed to be doing. Just put another one there. There we go. I've got a few more popped up than I did on the original. I've come in a bit closer. Okay, now we'll do this piece. And this is where we'll see if I can get it all matched up. Okay. I'm not doing a great job here at the moment of matching all the pieces up, but that's okay. I can just add little pieces here and there. And we will bring in, so that's that bit done with all of the yellow. Now I've got to come in with my second piece and I'm going to stamp off, and then this really doesn't matter because it's an abstract whether you actually get them lined up properly. So I'm not overly worried. There we go. That's the flower done. And we've just got to put the flower highlights on this one. Oh, I really didn't get that done properly. There we go. That one's not too bad. As I said, because it's abstract, I'm not really going to fuss too much. So we can close that one, and I'm going to bring in my mint macaron. Now, where are my flowers? Oh, I don't have them mounted either. Oh, Karen, you're really not set up for today, are you, girl? I really need to get myself into a routine again and get all of this stuff set up well in advance. Okay, so I can peel those two off, and I'm going to bring in my leaf pieces now. So we've got the background pieces and the foreground pieces. Now this is the mint macaron, so we'll do this with the larger pieces, like so. That's that one done. And then the Call Me Clover. I didn't do the highlights on the original. Let's see. Or did I? No, I didn't. I might just leave that off, but I do need the Call Me Clover out for the smaller leaves, so I will bring in my little leaf here, and then I just filled in around the edges just to bring in a bit of the colour again. There we go. So that looks okay, and then we've got that panel done, and all we need to do now is bring in the leaf shape and I actually did that so that those two were together and that one's separate. Now there should be another piece here, yes, and we'll go into the Call Me Clover. Okay, and that is it for the stamping, I can assure you. So I'll pop all of those away. We'll bring these two pieces back in and our card base, and I'm going to pop fast fuse onto the back of that, and that can be popped onto the centre panel there. Open that piece up, and that's why we didn't adhere these two pieces. I didn't want any of these hangovers actually occurring on the matted piece. So fast fuse, whoops, and then we'll bring the mat in. 1/8 of an inch border again. There we go, there's our open piece. And now all we need to do is do a little bit of fussy cutting and we'll pop our card, the rest of our card together. So I'll fast forward this bit, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, we've got all of this done now. All I've got to do is pop our flower onto the front here and the leaves. Do that, I'll bring in the dimensionals, and I'm just going to pop a couple of smaller dimensionals underneath at the corner. Need a couple on so that this flower will hold really well. peel the backing. Ooh, make sure they're all well and truly stuck down. Take the backing off. Oops. Okay, we've got the backing off all of them, I think. Yes, they're all nice and sticky. I'm just going to pop that as close to the edges of the card, these edges, as possible. Like so, because that way it will slip in nicely to close. Okay, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit of fast fuse or snail, whatever you may have, just on the back of the leaves, and pop those under. And that is our card for today finished. Just get rid of this. Okay. This is the card. I couldn't remember then. That's the card we started with, and this is the completed one. So as you can see, it's a really nice little card. Very easy to make. I hope you give it a try. If you like this card and all the boo-boos from today, give me a thumbs up and like the video. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing to me. I'm trying desperately to get to my 1,000 subscribers. So, as I said, if you like these cards today, please give me a thumbs up. All of the measurements over on my blog, link in description below. That's enough chattering from me today. This card has gone on for way longer than I expected. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.